Mark and Will, yeah, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show.
What's going on, peeps? Welcome to the Mark and Will Show. Yours truly, Will, is in the building. And got some familiar folks that you should know by now. We got T-Rock in the building. What's going on, T-Rock?
Nothing much, my friend. Here for another good night.
I know that's right, boy. And I see you sporting that championship scenery behind you, so like that. 3P, three, three in the barn. Okay, like that. Going for a 3P.
Yes.
And the Don. What's going on, man? What's going on?
What's going on, fellas? All right. One day close to the weekend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know how it goes. I hope everybody had a great Thursday. As they say, little Friday. So hope everybody, got the rain and all this kind of stuff. All I gotta say is, the people complain about rain, it could be snow.
Yes, sir.
And you can have those bosses be like, you have to come in, no matter what. So you know what I'm saying?
I
Take it
definitely
and
know that.
right. Even some of them be trying to be sassy and be like, "Can we come get you?" Nah, man. You know what happened is it's ice everywhere. I can't get my car, the hill, everything. You can't even get to me, player. Stay on that work. Stay on that work, player. Don't bring that over here. Leave me alone. And I ain't taking no sick days. But yeah, it's all good. So look, this is where you're gonna be able to find us at pretty much everything at the Mark and Will Show. And let me get that a little bigger. When we have 4 people and stuff on there, 5, you gotta kind of minimize this stuff. So at Mark and Will Show, everything. Twitter, X, Facebook, TikTok, you don't stop. Instagram, YouTube. Players Club is growing, it's continuing to grow. Y'all did a great job voting for the kiddos. Also, the mothership page is the Mark and Will Show Facebook page. Getting close to 13 G's. So thank you guys for your support. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We really appreciate you guys. Keep it coming. All that. And we got a game, hopefully. I mean, I don't know what everybody's doing, but I did look at that schedule, and it's kind of slim pickings on that. So we'll decide, you know what I'm saying, which game, if we're gonna go to the game Friday, that kind of stuff like that. It's only about 3 marquee games, so
I meant to talk to you about that before we got on, but
no, it's
yeah,
all good. We'll talk about it after the show, so
right.
they can relax and chill and all that
Yeah.
kind of good stuff. So it is what it is. So let's get it cracking. Let's get into wrestling, and let's go this way. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys open it up, and then we'll go ahead and do the question. Anything going on, the Don?
I know, Trav. You said did you end up watching NXT last night, or what night was it? Was it last night? The other night?
No, I missed it. I missed it. I got it recorded though. I was actually going to watch it tonight.
Yeah, I got to see most of it. I mean, you had Braun Breaker and your boy
Baron
Corbin
Corbin.
coming out. Yeah, they did their thing, but I didn't see too much eye popping yet. I think they still trying to build up to something coming up soon. I mean, we do got what's how you say it? Is it Peru? Where is that? This weekend, the Elimination Chamber. That's where they're gonna be down
Okay,
in
in Perth.
Australia.
Down in Perth. Australia.
Perth. What I say? Yeah.
Yeah, you said I don't know what you said.
Yes, Perth.
I knew it was a
Yeah.
P.
Something.
I knew it
And
was
in
a
case
P.
nobody
He
didn't
said
know,
something,
and I
didn't
did
he?
not know this, Perth is the capital of Australia. I had no idea.
See?
Sure you didn't. Sure you didn't.
I had no idea. I thought it was Melbourne or Sydney, one of the two. I had no
Yeah, hey,
idea
that's
it was
yeah.
Perth.
Yeah, you probably did a long time ago. Maybe
Well, you know, 30
inkling,
years ago,
something
30
like
years
that.
ago, so.
Mo-
Yeah, but
nah. More like 35 years.
why you keep
30
putting
years
names
ago,
on it?
yeah. That's a
You
whole
put
nother story
names
what
on
you
it.
doing
No,
30
because
years
30
ago.
years ago we wasn't taking nothing as seniors.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Nah, y'all was
Touche.
already on y'all was
Touche.
already on campus 30 years ago. What y'all talking about?
You should have been.
Nice shit.
Not yet.
sir.
I was
No, sir.
I was warming up.
Oh, here's what I did. As far as the wrestling thing, I did notice that the CW is now going to start streaming NWA Power show now.
Oh, okay.
That's where EC3 is the champ and stuff like that in that one. But even LA Knight, before he was LA Knight, had been there. Your boy held the belt. Who's general manager of SmackDown right now?
Right.
He's held the belt there. Mickey James' husband. I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, they're going to start streaming that show. So basically, between TNA and that show, they actually have a really good product, right? It's just not what you usually see out there. So I'm gonna start getting back into those things too, and also have a lot more to report on the stuff that's not as big, but saying has just as much impact as far as what the wrestling industry is like, at least right now, because right now it's on a really big high. Wrestling
So
industry
look.
does like this, you know what I mean? So
Right.
Check this out. Let's go this way.
And you was
we,
talking
we,
about
we heard
Nicodemus.
you talking about an elimination chamber. How does that work? What is that for the people who do not know?
okay,
I don't
Well,
care
What
who's.
is Trav?
I got you. So you gotta basically you have a cage, differently built cage. You know what I'm saying? It's literally all the way up. There's no open space. You have 4 compartments in said cage, right? What happens is you have 4 people get into those little boxes, right? And then you have 2 more people come out and they start the match. After 5 minutes, I believe, one of the little pods open, and then the next wrestler comes out, and then the next 5 minutes, boom, and then the next 5 minutes. So and everyone is in there. You still lose by like pinfall and stuff like that. Then once you're out, and everybody else is still kind of going at it. And last one in there is obviously the winner, and we'll go on to meet Seth Rollins at WrestleMania for his belt or Rhea for hers, because there's a women's one as well.
Right. I love that. Thank you for explaining that
Yeah.
and all that good stuff. So, who will come out the winners in the men's and women's elimination chamber? Who you think, Don?
So who we got competing? We have Drew McIntyre. We have Randy Orton. We have Bobby Lashley. We have LA Knight, Kevin Owens, and Logan Paul. So out of those, what's that, 6? I'm looking at, as Travis would say, LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think he would have the biggest push and the biggest draw to take on Seth Rollins. It would be a nice match. I would look forward to seeing.
How about the women's?
The women's. So the women's, you have Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Raquel Rodriguez. So now that's kind of more. That's seeing who's going against. That's what's old girl? Judgment Day, isn't it, Trav?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. So yeah. So I'm looking at. I'm thinking they're gonna. I think I seen somewhere where Bianca Blair's. They push him or her and Tiffany Stratton go against each other. I wouldn't be surprised Becky Lynch takes that takes the win for that. Especially in that to note, this will be Becky Lynch's first elimination chamber as all the years she's been in WWE.
So she was irrelevant. Um, what do you, what do you, Travis? Who do you think is winning the men and the women's?
As much as I want to say LA Knight, because I really want him to win, I believe in my heart of hearts it's going to be Randy Orton. Primarily because he's back. He's one of the best professional wrestlers in the world. And last time they had a match together, Randy came out on top at WrestleMania.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then here's what happens. Seth Rollins has never headlined a WrestleMania. This will be his first WrestleMania against the headline, and it should be against the Viper, Randy Orton. Now, on the women's side, I'm going to honestly say Becky Lynch, and here's why. Becky is a name. There's not a lot of women in this elimination chamber, maybe than Bianca Belair but everybody's tired of seeing Bianca win. You know what I'm saying? So, Becky has been, she's had her ups and her downs, even though, even from the man persona and turning and all that kind of stuff. So I believe she's going to win it, mainly because she's a bigger name than everybody else in that chamber.
Is that Becky with the good hair?
Yes.
Here's
Becky
the
with
red
red
hair.
hair. Yes.
Here's the red hair.
That's
and she's married to Seth Rollins, so they both get the main event WrestleMania.
Okay, cool. Good stuff. Thank you guys for enlightening us and breaking it down and all that stuff, explaining Elimination Chambers and all that. So let's go on and get into the Black History.
Tell you something interesting though, real quick.
Elimination Chamber. That on me.
Look at you, Kansas
That
City.
ain't happening. That ain't happening.
But interesting, since they in Australia, Elimination Chamber would be showing her at 5:00 in the mornings, Saturday morning.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I won't be up for that.
Well, thank you, Don, for that one. Now, Black History Month, like I said, Randy Butler, first black QB starter at U of L. What you got on that, Don?
All right. He became the University of Louisville's first black quarterback. A native of Commerce, Georgia, Butler got his first snap against the University of Alabama as a sophomore. While he would later transition to receiver, his accomplishments paved the way for Louisville quarterback icons Teddy Bridgewater and Lamar Jackson. At the time, he had no idea that he was breaking barriers. But Butler went on to lead the Cardinals in receptions and receiving yards and later signed a free agent contract with the Atlanta Falcons.
So did somebody get hurt or something? Is that why they had to utilize him or something? You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds like, man down, get in there type stuff. That's not, that's not crapping on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he put start. I don't know if he started or not. I just played. But anyway, my thing is, I just want to know. I'm going to have to do a little research myself just to see what the deal is with him. But, that's remarkable because nobody even heard about this. You know what I'm saying? Been following UofL football for a long, long time when I was in elementary and stuff like that. So never heard about him. But that's good. Pay the way. I like that, but if you play one game, you know what I'm saying, helpful. You know what I'm saying? But it's good though. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about the Black History stuff we do. We trying to enlighten people and things like that. Because I know a lot of people did not know this. What you brought to the table on this one.
Had no idea.
So that's good stuff. That's real good stuff. Really appreciate that for real. You guys better recognize. You better go ahead and do what you got to do, and go ahead and read them, and then go ahead and do a little bit of history, research, and go ahead and learn a little bit more about these players, big time. So let's go ahead and get into some basketball. We had a game that just got completed, the women's game. You had Louisville 80. Georgia Tech 62, and as I put on the page, Sydney's Playground.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, Jeff didn't start a lot of the starters. He's like, you guys ain't been playing defense and on the what you go, Travis, how you say her name? Istanbul. How you say her
I
name?
just call her Ayla.
Ayla. Miss Ayla started. Nyla Harris, of course, started. Cochran started. Russell and Rickards started. So you had Curry, Taylor, Kiki Jefferson, and Love off the bench. And the bench probably set damn near close setting the record because they scored 50-something plus or some 50 against somebody earlier. I think it was Bellarmine or something like that. But Taylor had 31 points. She was 7 for 12. And you know what? This is the Taylor. I'm not saying she's going to get 31 all the time. But, you know, in the summer when they was playing, when they was doing the little the Olympic thing or
global-
whatever,
global
the global jams
Mhm.
to represent United States, she was balling. She wasn't getting 31, but she was balling that you said, okay, we can see her. She's been mid, really. You know what I'm saying? But this game, maybe benching her and everybody else brought attention because she had that shooting eye. She
Yeah,
had
she
that
did.
shooting eye. And Louisville's team at itself had the shooting eye because they hit 12 3-pointers, 12 for 22, 54% on that, man. Did a thing. We had, what's her name, Travis?
Ayla.
Ayla had 3 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Nyla Harris had 9 points, 6 rebounds. Olivia Cochran, who was hampered by a little bit of injury, but she still had 8 points and 12 rebounds, 2 assists. Russell didn't score at all. At all. Rickards had 7 points, battle foul trouble. Curry had 13 points, fouled out, but had 2 assists. Taylor, 31 points, 7 for 12 3-pointers, 4 for 5 free throws, 10 for 16 field goals, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. She did her thing. Kiki only had 7. Love coming back to Georgia Tech had 2. And pretty much they led the whole game. Great win by the University of Louisville Cardinals where they bounced back from getting embarrassed. And when you lose by 17 points or whatever it was, 15, whatever it was, then she said, that's embarrassed for Jeffs. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I'm going to get blown out of the crib unless it was UConn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of thing. The Don, what's your thoughts on this game?
Man, I was lovely. Back to the Cardinals. Like I said, I missed the very beginning. I didn't even know that you said that. I mean, what happened is in the starter set, but I did hear where when they was talking, the announcers saying that Sydney came off the bench and hey, did her thing and loved it. They was looking so I mean, it was a whole nother U of L team from like maybe Jeff gave it to them and told them what they needed to do. Brought them, played defense. They didn't. I don't think too many turnovers. Well, 15 turnovers just to happen to look. But they look great. I can't complain too much about them. Everybody did what they handled that 3-point ball. They was hitting on point and defense looked solid for today. So let's hopefully they can keep looking like they did today.
Trav, anything to add, buddy?
No, they look very well. You know, Sydney came to play. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, if she can play like that, and others can join her. You know what I'm saying? As it were. You know what I'm saying? We would be a formidable team. Jeff Walls is the ultimate motivator.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they'll be fine.
You know, my thing is the biggest difference is that the defense. And Georgia Tech is not a good team. I'm just going to say it. I don't give a shit how close they was with these other teams. They're not a good team. And you beat them how you supposed to beat them. You fell in love with the 3-pointer. You was able to make them. You went to I don't know how you end up getting 17 points in that fourth quarter. That came late because they went on a run on you. And I was like, here we go again. I didn't think Louisville was going to lose it, but it being closer than what it should be. Until Rickards, because this is the key. Rickards and Love's minutes ain't how they used to be. I think she should get more because I think she's more of a defensive presence. And she can shoot the 3. We've seen that. And she's long. If you want defense, and it's not going to look like Jeff's defense because you got to think, most time when Jeff is rocking and rolling, that point guard is throwing dimes, shooting 3s, but she's also causing havoc. He always had a perimeter defensive stopper on their team. And we don't have one. Rickards is not it. She gets lost in the sauce too. Jayla wants to shoot 3s. So it's like, you're going to have to step up. Somebody's going to have to, like for real, it's almost like I'm gonna need everybody come here one by one. The Don, this is your role. Forget all that stuff. You need to be a hound. I don't need you shooting threes. Then when the shot clock is going to end, you can go and put your foot in the paint and hit your little short jumper that you got. Jalen, hey, when you out there, you're going to have to do something. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? Because most teams in the ACC, see, people don't give the love like they should. The two best conferences, ACC and the SEC. But what separates, they have elite athletes. So you got these guards that are legit guards. And you're going to have to cut the head off the snake. And if you got them out there that's passing them all, that's not good because you got to think. Kiki, are you with me? They and Sydney and them are not used to playing defense at a high level. You see what I'm saying? Only ones that's doing is Cochran and Harris. Everybody else is like, sit them down. This is what you got to do. We got to do this. And we understand, unlike some other coaches, you know that he is teaching these principles. They just got to get it. And if they don't get it, then they're going to come up short quickly in the tournament. Because at the end of the day, you have to play defense, period, to advance in the NCAA tournament.
Yep. He knows it. He's been at it for a long time now.
Right. I mean, you think about it.
You can know it,
like
if you ain't got the players to do it, then it's going to be a short run.
Yep,
right?
yep.
I mean, Kiki coming from
James.
James Madison, and Sydney coming from UMass. I don't know how much D they was playing right there against their competition. So yeah, they need to step the game up.
You know what? You're now 28 games in. So you know the concept, right? You know what he's trying to do. You just got to do it. So I like what he did, right? And he probably should have benched them some games earlier just to get that attention, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this is the first game that Sydney didn't start. You should have probably done it some other games ago. You know what I'm saying?
The ultimate motivator.
Right. Pull that card. Man, I've been starting for 5 years.
Yeah. He told him too. He's like, look, if you take shots that you shoot in practice, I'm not going to be mad at you. You don't go in. Hey, okay, it doesn't go in.
Right.
When you start taking shots that you don't shoot in practice, I have a problem.
Right. And that's right, though. But good win, bounce back win. You're trying to get that double bye in the ACC tournament. You're trying to really be the host here in Louisville, so you can have 2 games. You win the first one, get the second one, so you can go ahead and go to the Sweet 16. And the NCAA is hoping that Louisville gets that because they know that Louisville's going to draw.
Very true.
Yeah.
Going to draw.
Sure.
All right, check this out. I kind of tweaked this one, the Don. So we're going to do this. Champion. Who's going to be the champion of the women's? South Carolina, undefeated. Don Staley doing Don Staley things versus the field. Now, in the past, if I put up Tennessee versus the field, you're taking Tennessee, right? Right? I mean, without that. We got NIL deals and stuff like that. Teams are different. Stuff happens. UConn. You're taking UConn. Now, South Carolina is the next best thing to UConn and them. But they lost last year. They got knocked out by sharpshooter Caitlin Clark, all that kind of stuff. So I'm asking you guys, South Carolina versus the field. T-Rock, what you got?
Oh. As a betting man, you always want to take the field.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? As a betting man, you always want to take the field. So I'm going to take the field.
Ooh.
Not that they're not good. Don't get me wrong. They're
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
That bet
saying?
came out, didn't it?
Right.
It did. And again, look. You know, a lot less in the women's game, but it's still all about matchups and who gets hot.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they're a fantastic team. I've watched them play. It's just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? They're really good. But I'm going to have to go with the field.
Okay, before I go to you, Don, hold on. What's up, Shannon? How you doing? What's up, sis? Big time.
right.
Good evening. the Don. Who you got? South Carolina on the field.
As being somewhat of a gambling guy, I'm going with South Carolina, go undefeated and take it all. Repeat. Once again, Don Staley's holds the trophy. I'm feeling South. I mean, it's going to be a couple, you got your
Oh.
Ohio States,
He said,
Stanford.
oh.
It's a couple teams who I look at it could challenge them at the end, but I see where you're saying matchups, and I think South Carolina can match up against anybody, but it's just going to be, are they hitting that day? Because I know they had like that LSU game they went against, and trying to think what other that one of the last games they were struggling at one point, but they pulled it out the end. And I think South Carolina can hold it off and hold any team off at the end.
I'm a ride with you. I'm going South Carolina versus Philly. You know I'm a gambler too, but they may take a loss in the SEC tournament. Maybe that was what they need.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
that.
Like to me, one of the most to me, and she gets her shine, but she's going for win number 600 the next time they play. Don Staley, remarkable coach.
Fantastic.
We're remarkable
Terrific.
player, Olympic gold. She's a championship type, no matter what, and she gets these ladies ready. So I'm not gonna say undefeated, and they could. I mean, if they go, I'm still gonna ride with them if they win the SEC. But I think the SEC is like the ACC. The only difference between them two conferences is that you have more star power, names and stuff in the SEC compared to the ACC. Both of them deep as hell, and you ain't gonna want to play number 9 team in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? That makes it to the tournament. But I'm a ride with them because this is how great she is. She had to replace all her starters, and they undefeated. Don't get me wrong, Cardosa, she played a lot and probably started some games or whatever, but 6'7", you can't teach 6'7". Travis, you and I talked about this bump. We all talked about this. Go get Cardosa. When she left Syracuse, Jeff Walls, go get Cardosa. 6'7".
Right.
Can run, block shots, rebound. And I get it. We went with our girl Don. That's okay. But, I mean, she just replaced people, man. She got a point guard that came from, I think it was Oregon or Washington. She's got all this stuff. She got freshmen that are dunking. She's got freshmen shooting threes. She is ridiculous. Only thing that's going to be able to stop her in the future is the NIL. Because the NIL is spreading talent. But the difference is that, the current is, in the men's NBA. So that means you can go anywhere and get picked. WNBA, it was people who got drafted in the first round, right? That did not make teams. So South Carolina, pony up, keep these people earned to pay them. Otherwise, they're going to go to these other schools that we gonna see schools we never heard of. All of a sudden, they in Elite 8 because they got that one dog.
Yeah.
Like, if Utah make it because that one dog they got that's playing center, ain't nobody going to see that. But she's bad. She's bad. You know what I'm saying? She's been hurt or whatever, but she's bad. But, hey, South Carolina's different. Bump said he's riding with South Carolina. He's riding with South Carolina. Bump's good on that.
Okay.
And it's funny who's next on South Carolina's hit list.
Who's that? Not UK again.
You okay? This Sunday.
They already done tapped that, right? They tapped it, ready to tap it again. Lord Jesus.
Auto back up.
I need you to come on back through. And Kentucky got a big win. Hold on. Kentucky got a big win tonight. They went on the road and beat Jeff Parcells' team, who used to be assistant coach for Louisville.
Oh, they
Beat them 78-68. Whoa! Calvin trying to keep her job, even though she 11-16, 4-9 in the conference. Mississippi State was 20-7. Now they 7-6. Coach Parcells, you're gonna get that stuff together, baby boy. You don't want to lose. You can't be losing Kentucky at the crib.
No.
At the crib.
No, can't at all.
Hey, coach, we don't want to see you this way, but you keep on losing these kind of teams, you know where you are. Done. They ain't no play. Kentucky went down there. That's her best win. That might be her best win of the tenure.
True
Since she
enough.
been. I mean, because don't get me wrong, Mississippi State been back and forth and things like that. But that's a great win on the road. Great win, man. Damn, I heard you. And let me do the stats real quick, and then we'll move on and go on to the next thing because we got some stuff to talk about for you guys. Patty Sighton, she's back. 20 points, 12 rebounds. Been talking about, been missing in action forever. I mean, you know, I don't know what the hell happened, but great win, game for her. Sure had 11. 22 for Tyler off the bench. Oh, who's Tyler? Is that the freshman? No, sophomore. Sanaya Tyler had, goodness gracious, she balled big time. 14 for Russell. Hey, great win. I ain't gonna stay on that, but great win. Way to do your thing. You okay on that one? That's something. But I got something to talk about. Last night we did a show. We had a great interview with Coach Pat. Coach Pat, I think Don done twist my arm. We might have to go to more and PRP tomorrow. We might have to go. I mean, you know, we might have to go out there and see you tomorrow. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Whoo, Lord Jesus. So great show yesterday, Coach Pat interview, and we kind of went through some things, and you know, Louisville game ended, things like that, and a great thing. And we talked about it, but you know, we really couldn't dive in it because you know you're fresh off your emotions. You know, when somebody gets on you and stuff, you're fresh off your emotion, and you're going hard. But the next day you come back and you're like, you know, my baby, maybe I was a little bit too tough for you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was a little bit too mad. And let's get our thoughts together and all this kind of stuff, right? So you gotta sleep on it, calm down, relax, all that good stuff, right? You do that. I'm worse today than I was yesterday.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm worse today than I was yesterday. So Louisville loses, you know, and this is the funniest thing. This is the funny thing you ever heard, guys. Check this out. Louisville lost to the worst. Notre Dame worst team. No, worst. No, Louisville's the worst team. They was the worst team coming in that. Notre Dame had a game up on Louisville. We know, we seen that. You had the worst offense against the worst defense. Last time I checked, that means the offense who's been going against good defense can go off. And not only did people go, one insult to injury, Alexander is not good for Louisville. Shrewsbury's better than Alexander, and Shrewsbury killed Louisville. And I'm like, you know, man, you got blown out at the crib, bro. You got blown out at the crib too. At the time was a 9-16 team. 9-16. Totally like. All right, I'm gonna go to your views, and then I got a couple of little quick questions that we'll do because I know everybody's tired of it. You know, it's like, baby, I'm going to go ahead and fix them shelves and put her. I got you. Calm down. I'm watching. I got you. I'm gonna do this. You know, I know everybody's tired of the same old song, and that's what we hear. But this right here, let me do this, Don. I'm gonna do this to you, and I'm T-Rock. Let me do this to you first. What's your thoughts on this game? Because I heard the Don last night, and I got another question for the Don. What's your views on this, man? And are you awake? All right, what the hell's going on? Are you fading back into the Kansas City background or what?
It's like that Homer Simpson meme, just fades back into the bushes.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to be involved. Look. I'm
You
gonna tell you,
got to
man.
push with a Kentucky hat on.
All right, so this was the game for me. Zan had the ball.
Oh Lord.
Passed it to Brandon. Brandon passed it right back to it.
Hot potato.
There was nobody in between them.
At all.
He didn't shoot the ball. He passed the ball. The dude looked at him like, ain't nobody here. Threw the ball right
Right
back
back.
to him.
Saw it.
It's like, shoot the ball. And of course he missed.
Which he missed.
That
like,
was the game for me.
you know what?
You didn't even want to shoot the ball. You didn't. You just showed you didn't even want to shoot the ball. That was the game for me.
All right.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't.
Oh,
And he gonna have nerve enough to talk about he's mad in the post conference. They. Never we, me. It's they. Now you mad because they lost to the second. They lost to one of the worst offensive teams in the ACC. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here, man.
Hold on real quick.
I
Hold
don't
on.
hear that madness.
Hold on. It's so crazy because if anybody ever played basketball, and I don't care if it's pickup, if it's outside backyard ball, it's at Shawnee Park, Chickasaw Park, anything, structure, organized ball, whatever. And what Travis described is what I saw, and I was like, dude, you got the ball. He's got a guy on his back. You wide open. And what happened is, you remember, he shot a 3 right before that and missed it. This time, dude's like, you wide open. Why are you even passing the ball to me? He got it. It was, you know what, Travis? It was like when we used to be at Kwanzaa, and it's like you mad because it's like, dude, come on, dude, shoot it. Dude passed it. Soon as he passed, it had to be the quickest release in basketball. Because soon as he caught, he like get pissed. Right, dude shot it like why are you out there? Like they have to be like, why are you out here, dude? Why are you out here? Okay,
I'm disgusted.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
yeah, you froze up, man.
I'm froze up though.
Yeah,
But you got a good smile on your face. So
you got a great smile. Just call back in, man. You just call back in. Just call back in.
Let me try to do it.
So, and that's so funny though, man, because that's 101. You ain't got to tell me.
Enough.
You ain't got to
No,
tell me, bro. Like, I got you. I'm not even passing it. Hey, dude, I'm going to need you to turn back around and go get this offensive rebound if we need
You know
it.
what? Why are you there?
Why are you in the game? Why you play more minutes? Hold on. Let me see. I
You
wanna get
sure
the
as hell
line.
didn't get your daddy's shooting touch.
No, you didn't. He didn't. But let's be 100. Daddy wasn't superstar either. He could knock down a 3, and that's what got him in the league because he was 6'7", 6'8",
Yeah.
and could shoot that 3.
Yeah, we just need him to hit a couple of them. We don't need him to be the gang buck. You know what I'm saying? We don't need all that. We just need to come in and be solid instead of passing the ball off. I don't shoot the ball.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
yeah.
That was the game for me.
Yeah,
game.
it was all in a nutshell. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
I was working. I was literally working another gig. I pulled out just to see something. I was like, "What?
that's what
Oh,
you saw.
hell.
Is
Yeah,
that what you saw?
Yeah, I turned it right off, put the phone back in my pocket. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me."
That's crazy, bro. But that's so real. That's real. That's real life stuff right there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Donna. You had me lost. I can make up one real quick. That's what I do. So let me ask you this, Don, because I know, you season ticket holder and things like that. Are you surprised that he's still coaching like right now? I mean, I know we got the buyouts. I heard that at Louisville, we hear a lot of different rumors and stuff like that. We hear them buyer, the boosters talking about we got the money. Let's get rid of. As the AD, would you have canned him last night? Because is this the worst loss ever?
I think we are at the bottom. I don't think really we can get any lower, but we are because we probably won't win another game the rest of the season. But this is we the lowest of the low right now. I've never felt this way about Louisville basketball, and it's probably a whole lot of us Cards fans that feel the same. I mean, Kenny just I mean, we thought this is like the death penalty itself. And Kenny doing it. I mean, it's like the NCAA it pushed for this hire and like let's give them the worst possible.
The death penalty,
It's a
the
death
real
penalty.
death penalty.
Yeah, the real thing. I mean, I know I
That's a
read
good
I
one.
know I read today where the 22-point loss yesterday is the largest margin of defeat at home to a team with a losing record since 1943. And they played that game in Mel's Gym,
For the
the
H,
old
baby.
Mel Gym.
For the
Yeah,
H.
yes. And they played Berea and lost 62-37. It's 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 a shame. I mean, I shed a tear at night if I think about it. But something has to change, and I think he should have been gone early this season. But I don't even see it now. It's like fire him now, fire him in the
It makes no
season.
difference. It makes no difference.
Yeah, but he has to go. I'm sorry. I was a firm believer when he got hired, but uh, he's done.
He's a coach for PR purposes.
What'd you say?
He's only still a coach because of PR purposes.
Yeah.
We already had one coach leave in the middle of the season.
I dig it. My thing is this, bro. My thing is this. You get rid of him now or whatever. What you gonna do? You know, Nolan, the coach, and so, like that whole staff is inept. Like why we even? I mean, it is. It is. I'm sorry, because if I'm one of those guys, say if I'm Nolan, and I'm trying to tell somebody who I respect, you know what I'm saying, because he played with my dad, I know my dad or whatever it is, and I'm trying to, implement some stuff, and he ain't listening, I'm gone. Because you know what good like that's the thing. Everybody on that coaching staff, even though you made a loss when you was a coach, you play for Kansas, Danny Manning. Nolan, you play for Duke. You know what I'm saying? Like they had played for winning teams, championship teams. You know what championship teams look like, or winning teams. Winning teams. And you know what it takes to win. So, like, what is going on? Like, are we just here for the lottery? Like, hey, we just won, bro. We ain't do that. That's like a lottery winner. I'm still working. But what you gonna do at work? You ain't doing nothing at work. So it's like, what is going on that you guys can't do this? And if you say, hey, it's all about the players, you know what? At the end of the day, coach, ain't nobody want to play for you. You constantly throwing kids underneath the bus. That's crazy to me. Al said he should have been let go a long time ago. Let Nolan resume, and I get that out, and that's what I was saying too. But then I heard also rumors that they all, I heard that they was like they didn't want to even do that. Like if they take over, and I'd have fired everybody on site. I'd have gave a local high school coach the damn gig, somebody on campus. I would have said
I
no.
would call Scotty.
Somebody,
Davenport.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Somebody, like, somebody would have came and rescued him. Like, hey, I got these guys. I don't think Scotty would have, because he's with the team.
Yeah.
He's actually with a team, and I get what you know what I'm saying. He's with it,
Right.
even though they struggling, and I get what you're saying. Because really, let's be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong. You won't star power coach, but Scotty would have had him at least well coached if he'd had his team for 2 years.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's without question.
everybody thought that old boy was gonna bring in all the talent and all this kind of shit, but nobody really questioned this like coaching. Like, what are you running, dude? Well, I'm a player friendly guy, and I'm a hug guy. I like to hug and give kisses and tell everybody I love them, and we all together, and we you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take more than me. It's gonna take more than me. It's gonna take you guys. It's gonna take my brothers. Everybody who's played with the U of L is gonna take my brothers. We all gonna be together. Somebody's gotta do X's and O's.
Somebody.
And apparently ain't on that bench. So let everybody go. Let everybody fry. What?
Well.
Tomorrow's Friday. Fish Fry.
Fish
Fry
fry.
them,
Fish
baby.
fry.
Fry them.
God.
Fry them. Let them go. There ain't nothing we can talk about no more on that. Let
You know
them
what?
go. But
You
we
know
gonna,
who hasn't missed a home game?
who's that?
Karan Davis.
Stop it.
Davis.
We can't
Yeah, he
even.
missed one home game. Who's that?
He missed his home game because he's supposed to do an interview tonight. But we're gonna go ahead and redo that. Yeah, so he missed his home game.
Ron
So
was supposed
yep. So we're gonna block his name for tonight. LSU 75, Kentucky 74. Well, at least the Louisville fans got to smile a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much you can smile because your program is a shit show. But Kentucky loses to LSU 75 to 7. I don't know, ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
this, you know what? Kentucky was up by 9 points at halftime and decided they didn't want to play defense, decided they wanted to get bullied. And that last play, I've seen on the post, people was like, why did Dillingham shoot the ball? Dude, first of all, Dillingham was cooking.
Man, wasn't it?
Cooking.
He kept y'all in the game and all this kind of stuff.
He was whipped right up.
Because Reeves did it in the first half, Dillingham did it in the second half. Dude, do it. Play some defense. When one dude blocks it, where everybody else? Everybody's left-footed. LSU guy got that shit, whatever his name, and put it in. Game's over. So don't question the shot, none of that. Because without Dillingham, what he did in that second half, it's over. It's not even done. It's over. So Kentucky loses to LSU, and right here, this is the kind of game right here. That first of all, you know, out of coach, can we have an extra day so I can participate in Mardi Gras? If you won, you might have got that answer. You lose, you got to get the hell on back like that night. But this right here takes away that win from at Auburn. It takes that away. You lose to a 14-11 team, LSU team that was 5-7. That wipes that away. Because, hey, we beat Auburn, number 13, but you also lost to an unranked, weak-ass LSU team. That takes it away. Trav, what's your thoughts on this game?
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that last shot, I audibly let out, no way. Like, that was crazy. But it was two things. One, your boy Dillingham was cooking, boy. I was like, he can't miss right now. I was like, but then when that dude shot that free throw and it hit the top of the backboard and then it went in, I was like, oh, they can win
right.
this game. If that's going in, they can win this game. And I was right. I had no doubts after that. I was like, he cooking, but watch this. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so yeah, man, it's definitely like a defense, but it's like, I don't know if LSU was just having a good night because if you,
Travis,
talent. What's up?
Can I interrupt you real quick? And I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you rock and roll. When I just see something, I gotta do this. There's no way that the best point guard in the nation, that Louisville fans wanted, can have 0 points, 21 minutes, 0 for 5 field goals, 0 for 2 3-pointers, no free throw attempts, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls. DJ Wagner. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I was actually, I was kind of coming to him because I didn't know what his stats was, but I noticed they weren't great. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's lost his confidence or something. You know what I'm saying? Like he's you're coming from a place where you're that guy. You're the number one player in the country. And quite frankly, you got people on the team to play better than you. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them.
Yeah,
Right.
matter of fact, you got another freshman that plays better than you.
2 of them. They both
You know what I'm
guards.
saying? So yeah. So like, I'm not saying that I didn't want him or I still wouldn't have it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think he's figured out his place yet in this particular offense because it's like he had one good game against a really weak team, and you know what I'm saying, he's been pretty average or sometimes below average ever since.
You know what? The amazing thing before I go to the Don is as I look at his season stats, I'm gonna read them to you guys. It's 10.5 points, 1.8 rebounds, 3.4 assists, shooting 41%. I Each game I see he don't do nothing. So I don't know how he got 10.5. He's averaging 10.5. I
That's when you
mean,
have
you
a couple
know,
few
it's
big
gotta be
games.
it's gotta be few big games and everything else is from the 9 on down. You know what I'm saying? Like because 10 I would if you'd have said, hey, I'm gonna bet you, oh boy, average but say 10 plus or minus 10. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I would have thought that because I mean, damn. I hear you, dude, but it's still for people who watch it, averages are just numbers. You need to see it, and he has not passed the eye test whatsoever. And they already got another point guard coming in, and Shepard probably ain't going nowhere. And they're gonna try to probably make him the point guard, which he's really too slow. He's athletic, he's a freak with that, and he can do college stuff. I get it, but if you're trying to go to the next level, that's not his position.
Right.
The Don, what you think?
I mean, I'll tell you what though, the game it was a good game. I know that for sure. It definitely was a good game to watch, and it was another one that is like after feeling that pain of that Louisville game, I'm like, let me just watch. And I told you to watch out for LSU. Matter of fact, before the game started,
Right. You did.
and I was like, okay, when they can make that run at the end of the first half, I'm like, oh gosh, okay, here goes Kentucky, and I'm thinking they get ready to get up
But
out
hold
on
on.
them.
But hold on. When you hit me up, because I saw the first half, and then I was like, well, Kentucky ready to blow them out by 20. So I stopped. But when you hit me up in the second half, like, all right, I see you, LSU or something like that, I said,
Yeah.
uh-oh, LSU back in the game. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Right. So I mean, they came back and they showed they had that heart though to fight them. I mean, for that record to be as it is, they showed that y'all not gonna come up on our house. And then you seen Angel up there in the stands.
Oh, don't say that too longer, man. Don't say
Angel was up there. She had to come down, boy.
that.
But
She was on the floor at the end.
yes, he was on the floor.
You would thought she was a
Smacking
player.
dude in the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in the congratulations line.
Right.
Like, what the hell is this?
Like, where you come from? He was sitting there. But yeah, I mean those last seconds though, because you knew Dillingham was going to take the shot. I mean,
Hell
he
yeah.
is the man. If it ain't him, it's Reeves. It's one of the others going to do that. But he had that rock yesterday. He pulled. I mean, when he stood there, dribbled back and forth, and looked at old boy, was like, "Hey, you know I'm about to shoot this right." That's I can hear him over here.
Right.
He shot that up, but they didn't take a timeout. Came down. And that was just remarkable. Dude just happened to be at the right spot, at the right time to catch that ball to put it right back in.
Right.
Hey, what a game! What a way to end it. And hey, of course, put a smile on my face. So,
Sure, I'm sure it did. You old dirty dog, you. All right, like we did the women's champion, UConn on the field, the Don.
ooh, I got to go to the field on the men. The men is so wide open, spread it out, and you never know now these days. An upset will happen, and I
Right.
think this tournament is going to be plenty of upsets, and I'm looking forward to it.
Right.
But
You
I'm
got
surely taking the field.
because you ain't cheering for nobody.
Right.
Cardinal forever. T Rock, what you
T
got?
Rod.
Again, I'm going with the field. Like I said, it's too much parity right now. For me to just go with the UConn. Oh, UConn's good, but parity. Too much parity.
But you know what? I'm going with the field too, and it was almost like now. It's more right now until it's picking up steam for the women. To me, it's easier to pick South Carolina than UConn because
Yeah,
the
I
men,
get.
the men done had so many upsets and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's what happens. That's what goes on. So I'm going, and if UConn gets third, then I mean, hey, that's you really earned it. You
Right.
really earned it, and I can see that. So, oh shit, Let's see what Bum said. What happened to DJ? They hate him now. Hell, half the time he don't play. Half the time see, that's another thing. Half the time dude don't even play. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But
Sit
I'm
on the
going.
bench,
I'm going
twist
with
his
the
hair.
field. Oh Lord Jesus Christ! Did you?
See him over on the bench stretching half the time. Hey.
All right. So NBA. Let me go ahead and do this before we do answer this word. Actually, this is going to give you guys the opportunity to think about who's the first half MVP as I go through the scores real quick. Get everybody together. If I can get some stuff to work here. All right, so NBA. So, they've been off since the All-Star. So tonight you got a bevy of games. You actually have right now that's going on the Mavs versus the Suns. The Mavs is up 120 to 108 in the fourth quarter, less than 2 minutes. Celtics is go ahead and rock and roll 116 to 95 in the fourth quarter. You have the Pelicans destroying the Rockets as they entered the fourth quarter 101 to 79. You have the Thunder with a 106 to 90 lead over the Clippers in the fourth quarter. You have the Nuggets and the Wizards playing. The Nuggets is destroying the Wizards in the second quarter, 68 to 44. You have the Magic who beat the Cavs 160 to 109. Donovan Mitchell did not play. You have the Pacers beat the Pistons 129 to 115. You have the Knicks with a 110 to 96 over the 76ers. Will the 76ers still be the number one in their conference? Nope, they won't. That's a wrap. Embiid is hurt. Raptors 121, Nets 93. They fired their coach. I don't think it make a difference. And you have the Lakers versus the Warriors later on tonight on TNT. LeBron James, he's not playing. He want to make sure he gets his son together so he can get drafted. And the Spurs and Kings later on tonight. So who was you guys' MVP, the Don first half? Because MVP. Embiid could be it, but he can't be in the league. Period.
Very true. Because now that's out the door. So, I was thinking about that once you was talking about it. I'm going with Shea Gill Alexander.
Oh,
Shea
wow.
Gill Alexander's had a nice season this year.
YMCA ball.
He
No,
got
he's a good player. Go ahead.
right. I mean, he got the Thunder to a 37-17 record,
True.
sitting second in the West.
Got you.
And right, I mean, he's playing. I mean, no doubt, he just played some good ball. I look at him; he's probably the best ball he's played in the league this year, and he's making some moves.
And great team for him to be on. Because I don't think that's going to translate to a lot of other teams, to be honest. I mean, I think he's going to be good, but I don't think he's going to be great like he is with them. What you got, T-Rock?
MVP, most valuable player to their team, first half and probably the second half too. But I'm gonna stick with my man Joker.
Yeah.
He's deadly. He does everything. Everything. He can shoot. He can post. He can pass. He can rebound. There's pretty much nothing he can't do. And, you know what I'm saying, for his team to be the most valuable player. So I'm Joker.
Man, I can't believe you guys struck out like this. I'm very disappointed. We go out, we watch these high school games. We have, we talk about stuff, all this kind of stuff. We talk about life stuff. We talk about sports. How y'all strike out like this, bro? You can't give it to the Ant-Man? You can't give it to the Ant-Man. You can't, like...
Ant's nice. Ant's nice.
I mean, and I'm going to say, Mr. Ant-Man, if you don't know him, Anthony Edwards, his team's in first place, Western Conference.
Yes, sir.
Dude's that beast. He's that guy and all this kind of stuff. But I'm proud of you guys because we all could have said Tatum, balls and stuff like that. But, we all, besides Travis going with a fourth place, Joker done won it 17 times in a row. But, it is what it is, and I get it. But, I mean, I love what the Ant is doing. He's averaging 26 points, doing this thing, man. He's explosive. He's exciting, and he's a young buck. So I'm going with that. We're going with him. But like we said, this is the first half, so we'll see what's going
Mm-hmm.
on with that. But everybody picked some good ones. Even you, the Don. JJ Riddick said, "Hey, Doc Rivers always making excuses. He's tired of it. Quit. Get off the mic. What's going on? You came in this team with the Bucks and you had which was awkward as hell, and it had to be awkward as hell for him being Doc Rivers to coach the All Star and you 3-10 or whatever it was, and we know that it became my guy, what's his name, Adrian." The head coach used to be the head coach for Bucks. You took over for him, and it sucks. But at the end of the day, we're used to coaches making excuses here for the past 2 years. But what kind of ways y'all feel like former player who actually Doc used to coach called him out, say, "Hey man, you make too many excuses." T Rock, I see you over chilling. What you thinking?
I mean, is it? It's nothing new. First of all, I don't even understand like the whole decision to hire him in the first place. But
Doc Rivers did.
I don't get this. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, you know, it's it's a garbage play. I mean, for real. I mean, if JJ Redick knows, he knows. But I just don't think that he should have the job in the first place. For one, and two, if he's making excuses, I haven't. I guess I just don't listen to it or look at it through that kind of lens. You know what I'm saying? It's to me, it's just typical coach speak garbage that comes out of especially in the professional coaches in the league because you just kind of maintain people. As far as I'm concerned, you're not. There's very few coaches in the league.
Right. Right. Real quick, Don, before I go to you, my whole thing is that Doc Rivers is the coach because you had a couple of players call for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened is they went to the principal's office, being a GM and whoever else, vice president, whatever, and they wanted what is this? Who was the former coach? Give me the name.
Oh
It was
shoot.
Adrian. Something Adrian.
Yes,
Something
yeah.
Adrian. Because his daughter plays for freaking UConn. And who killed Louisville. But anyway, so you wanted him gone. And so you went and whoever, the GM or whoever who decided, ask you, who do you want? Who's out there that you can believe in, trust? And they named Doc Rivers. And so they came for Doc. And Doc was like, "Well, hold on, man. I'm gonna, but you do got Giannis and Dame. I think I can make this work." And okay, I get it. But I will say this: hats off to Doc, because Doc did say that if his team won or lost, whatever the money he got for the All Star, he was giving it to him. So much love to Doc on that. What you got to Don?
I'm still like we all was saying. Why did he get the job in the first place? I think he probably stayed in the booth, stayed behind the microphone. I don't know. I think Doc's time might be up. I don't even see him. He might not. Well, he'll last this season. I don't know how many seasons he's going to last. I don't know. Did Giannis want him that bad to be like, "Hey, let's bring Doc in here. We can see what he can do." We know he's a good coach. He gets at least one title under his belt. But by Doc throwing the players under the bus, I think it was a game against Memphis. As in, he's like, their minds ain't in it. Half the
Right.
players ain't here. He's not feeling what they're coming with. I mean, Doc, you took over. You 3-7 since you took over. They was one of the best. They was sitting in second place too once you took over.
Right.
And it shouldn't be no excuses, especially if you supposed to be that guy that they brought in to do this job and get them back to where they was. Shouldn't be no excuses. You should have these guys together right off the bat. So I don't know if he's the guy for the job.
How much are y'all paying him?
Mm.
Because I'll be your coach. I'll
mean,
take
heck,
shit. I can lose.
Yeah.
I can lose 10 games.
you fired a
three-
coach with a winning record.
Yeah, yeah. And his claim to fame is that won Boston championship, right?
Yep.
And you
Oh,
can never
so-
take it away from him. You know what I'm saying? So hey, good luck, whatever. And it's deeper than him. Your players got to do what you got to do. Before we get out here, we got this. We got some NFL shit real quick. Seahawks. They would keep Geno Smith as they tried to look up for his replacement. So they reconstructed his contract. And, good for him, good for them. Because, being that you might be in a limbo, ain't nobody want to see that for you. And really, you need to stay with them regardless. I don't care who the coach is, whatever. Because we've seen Geno Smith. We've seen him stink it up, and he's been solid. And I understand it's change. But if you Geno Smith, the Don, would you have reconstructed yourself to stay with them with a new offensive coach, new coach, or would you have gambled on yourself and said, okay, I'm out of here and see what's going on?
I don't think Geno Smith's that guy to be gambling on himself. I don't think he gets it as maybe slightly above average or average.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe who he gets around him, but I think he should. Maybe all depends how he likes the offense they bring it in. All depends if he likes the coordinator, how much he likes Seattle. To be like, hey, let's do a little maneuvering. You can break a little off right there, break a little off right here.
Right.
Heck, we can restructure my stuff in a year, couple years or so. How long my contract is.
True.
I want to look at that. Let's restructure.
T-Rock.
I think he should stay, and I'm glad that they kept him. Regardless of the contract situation, he found a modicum of success where he is, as opposed to anywhere else he's been. You know what I mean? So might as well ride the wave while you can. You know what I mean? Because there's, if you go somewhere else, depending upon where you go, it's probably no guarantee you're even going to start. So yeah, stay where you are. You've had some success. Keep it moving.
You're absolutely right. You need to go ahead and take care of
hard.
business. And I feel it, because otherwise, if you go somewhere else, you're done. You're
Yes.
done, son. And once the first pass you throw, you know what they're gonna say? Stop it.
Exactly.
It'll be a wrap for you. All right, so the next thing I got for you guys. Now, this is playing with fire. And look, there we go. Raiders new coach, Pierce, saying they got the Mahomes rules. He said basically it's like the Jordan rules. When Jordan played the Pistons, they beat him up. The Raiders beat the Chiefs. And, did some things, had 4 sacks, one of the season high type stuff. And, the thing about it is Andy Reid, when they went to the Vegas locker room, congratulated, old boy, said, hey, thank you for basically winning because it helped us change some things, tinker some things. And old boy was like, that's cool, but we got to go through y'all. So he's saying it's the Mahomes rules. We're going to basically rough him up, do what he did to get that win. I get it because he could be on the show with us talking shit. I love that. But you're in the National League Football League, and you're going to have to face that guy twice. I mean, like, poking the bear. Travis, hold on. T-Rock. The Don, go ahead. What you think? What you thought about the bear?
you let Travis hold that.
Yeah, we're going to hold that.
Right. I think it's too early to be out there, even trying to poke the bird that, you mess with that man right there. He's capable of anything these days. And especially by you putting it out there like that, I don't know. To make the NFL look at it a little bit harder when y'all play. Like, yeah, let's and those referees probably come with that Brady rule on them. So
What you said?
let's make sure we protect this man at all costs. I mean, just saying.
I like his style behind me though. Yeah, y'all got y'all shit. I don't need to.
Yeah, I saw you. I see you
I
on
had to go
there.
ahead and switch that shit. Yeah, y'all think
Yeah,
y'all
I see.
slick? We ain't win nothing, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the
Hey.
Super Bowl people, but that's okay. T Rock, what's your thoughts on this, man?
It's funny. You know, it's truly funny. You know what I mean? It's serious. I mean, come on, man. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He's that guy. I get it. But it's funny to me. You have to, basically, what I'm saying? He makes such an impact. You know what I'm saying? Especially in our division that you had to come up with Mahomes rules just to try to beat this man. Because here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen.
Uh-oh. Break it down, Trav.
Mahomes rules is going to come out the first time we play him, and we'll see how that works out. Let's hypothetically say they win.
Right.
They get to him. They'll figure it out for the next time they play, and none of that's going to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So you got the Mahomes sometimes rules.
sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We just make sure we got to scheme it up. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's funny to me, man.
You know what? I'm gonna end it on this one. I love it in a way that you have identified because that's in your division. You got to beat them, and I like that. But sometimes you don't need to do everybody's podcast. That's something you keep internal.
Mm-hmm.
Beat Kansas City twice. Then you say, hey, man, we got the rules for him. Or beat him in the turn, because most likely in the playoffs you might have to face him. Yeah, we was 2-1 against them because we got you won one game against him. They still won the championship. Why are you even talking about that? Like, I'm not giving nothing because at the end of the day, when you win and you are a winner, your motivation, like you draw for small things to motivate you. Michael Jordan did that for years. He used to say, hey, the Don said this and the Don didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I thought he said it. And I'm going to smoke his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you draw upon that because they know they elite. So, you talking shit. Like, dude, I couldn't even enjoy this championship in a month without you going on a podcast, and everybody got a podcast. We love podcasts. That's cool. We do it too, all that kind of stuff. Without you going on a podcast and talking shit. And you don't win. You haven't won anything in a long time. Now you won with the Giants when you was playing, but come on, bro. Like I get, to me that's locker room talk. That's their complex talk. You don't say it on a podcast or on ESPN or nothing like that, bro. You have to wait before you can like spit that knowledge and talk that shit. To be honest.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny.
Yeah, it should be funny. It should be funny as hell to you.
It is.
It should be funny.
I enjoy it. I really enjoy it.
It should be funny as hell. All right, so look, thank you guys for joining. But you know what? You know how we do. We want to go ahead and get everybody on the show the opportunity to say what they need to do, say what's going on, whatever. It could be that you went to a nice restaurant. It could be a quote of the day. It could be a beer of the day. Whatever you want to do, this is how we rock and roll. So, the Don, because I know you probably got a quote of the day. What's going on?
I mean, to get ready to go into the weekend, hopefully everyone has a good one. Hope we see some people come tomorrow night. But I'm going to leave y'all with this. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Shit. I mean, damn. We got to do another show. T Rock, what you got?
Oh shoot, man! Everybody have a great weekend, man, and enjoy some good beers.
I understand that. I'm gonna say this. many people want to do things and have dreams and all that. And I get it and understand it. But it don't mean shit if you don't follow through. You have to follow through and be consistent in what you do in life. So when you sit here and say, hey, I can do what you guys do, you probably can. That's not a problem. The more the merrier. But can you be consistent? Can you have content that's going to keep on banging? Another banger is because what we do is produce nothing but bangers. I'm not going to shortchange nobody. We want you to do this. We want you to do this. But do not shortchange what we do. This movement has been going on for 4 years. The Mark and Will Show movement has been going on for 4 years. So go ahead, congratulate, take some stuff, learn from some stuff. But we keep on reinventing ourselves. So go ahead, love it. But hey, there's only one Will I Am. There's only the Don. There's only one T-Rock. There's only one the Mayor. There's only one Mr. Stats. There's only one Big Dog. I'm telling you, produce. Keep going. I'm so proud of who I've surrounded myself with because I can say this. I got over I got over close to about 700 shows. And we keep grinding them out, baby. We keep grinding them out. So, if you got some questions, you want to know how to do and get in there, we love it. We talk to you. We'll give you advice on it. It's all good. But I'm proud of these guys, and they keep on rising to the top. And we're going to keep on covering state of Kentucky and more. We're going to keep on covering NFL, wrestling, NBA, college, football, basketball, all that kind of stuff, high school sports. That's what we do. And, hey, come join us. Let's go. If you want to get an interview, hit us up, DM us on the Messenger, on whatever, on the X. We got you. We want to talk to you. We learn your sports journey. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. We enjoy that kind of stuff. We trying to give back because everybody's not a big dog. But don't mean that little dog ain't going to bite one day. So we'll get everybody the opportunity to go ahead and do what they need to do. And, we're going to make fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to make it easy. We're going to promote you. We're going to do what we got to do. So when we come knocking, answer the door. Don't be afraid. Because we coming. And actually we there. We actually sitting on your living room couch. Already, baby.
Right now.
Right now. Stop playing. On that note, we out of here. Peace. God bless.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on it go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on it go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.